You all clamber aboard and takes off.
Also, if you look out the window to the left-hand side, you'll see some truly horrific shit. Thank you, and goodbye.
You realise that it has
A letter?
a letter.
I grabbed the letter.
69.
Nice.
An invitation to attend a diplomatic draconic dinner dance.
If I'm going, I'm not dancing. And I don't like it. So many people and the faces and the talking and the, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh.
Welcome to Into the Darklands.
God, it's too early for that.
Totally
Why are
ready.
you yelling?
Hey guys, welcome.
Welcome back to table session 4 of 6. What do you guys remember? We've had a whole weekend now.
I got naked and only wore a hat.
Oh yes, that's a very
And started
memorable
laughing
reason?
because I lost my composure.
Very good.
And Naz did the same thing, oddly enough.
That was a big weekend for you.
Yes, the composure effects, the maddening influence effects of the moor, where all of the monsters originally came from, it got to you. You took all of your clothes and went into a hysteric mania and started shooting at things. What else happened?
We got this letter
Yes,
from Owen. Owen was inviting us. Hot Owen was inviting us to
Suspicious on.
Suspicious Hot Owen was
Hey, those
inviting
things
us.
are not mutually exclusive.
You can be hot and suspicious.
I would say it adds to it.
Yeah, 100%.
The suspicion is part of their hotness.
So we're going to to a masquerade ball. He was invited. He's giving us
Yes.
+4.
Yeah. He's inviting us.
He's inviting us.
I was definitely thinking in D&D terms, I was like, a +4? That's a lot.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, wait, no. +4 to the party, not +4 to a roll.
It's an invite +4.
When you get,
If you whack someone with this, it's going to do
very
+4
powerful.
damage.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to the-
+4 paper cut.
You get to the oh, that hurt. You get to the bouncer essentially on the party, and then you have to roll a persuasion check to let them in, and that gives you a +4 to the roll. What else happened? If you want a hero point.
We needed to get some clothes or masks for the masquerade ball, so we found some dark elves. Is that what they're called? Drow. We found some drow and traveling through the desert with a giant snail, and they had a prisoner who was a mask maker, and we, I guess, bought some masks off her, aka slave trade.
Yeah. Yeah, technically, they were like, hey, here's a couple of copper so that we can get around technically.
And they were very spooky. They were keeping an eye on us. I felt like they were going to jump on us.
If anything, it's like wage slavery. It's not that way.
Pretty bad.
Switch off vibes.
And also,
Trickle
dragons.
economics.
Yeah,
What about dragons?
There were dragons.
There were dragons?
good guess.
Multiple dragons?
I don't know if there were any dragons in the last session.
There was a small gold one.
Oh yeah.
Small gold one.
Who delivered the letter aforementioned?
The small gold one delivered that. We learned stuff about dragons through various dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Talia had some dreams with, like,
We escaped.
What have you generally
close.
picked up on about the story so far?
so basically, through the dreams, it's still not 100% clear, but obviously there was kind of some half-breed dragons that had some eggs, and then there was a very powerful, like, wet nurse dragon who did like a breath over them and turned them into white dragons, which is the first time there have ever been white dragons that we know of.
Very good.
Well
The
done.
Dawn
Yeah.
Scale. The Dawn Scale clan, a very new clan of pearlescent white dragons, radiant dragons.
Simply radiant.
Simply radiant dragons. They're glowing, darling. So that's where we pick up right now. You are still in the wasteland deserts of of this particular area of the Darklands. What do you want to do? You've just bought your masks and clothes for the masquerade ball.
Because we were flying and then we've landed.
You landed to get the masks,
I
and they have.
distinctly remember Ben being like, "Can we not go in straight away? Can we please take some
Can
time
we
to
have a
check the
plan?"
perimeter?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Adam was like, "I think we should just go in."
Because yes, as hot as he is, Owen is very suspicious.
You're just watching these guys slither away slowly.
That's right.
Yeah.
My question is, how was the
love it.
sand not hurting the snails?
Well, because you see, there's a magical.
It's a magical thing. It's
I
a
do
thing.
know enough about gastropods that I could come up with something bullshit, but I'm not going to.
They've put a cream on it.
Cream famously doesn't pick up sand.
What they do is
Anti-sand cream.
two of the drow are literally like they've got these boards, and someone runs in front,
like a
puts the board down, and then they get the back board and run in front and put that down. Run in
Which is
front.
pretty easy because it's traveling at this
Yeah,
speed.
it's very slow.
In fact, it's kind of
They're not running,
annoyingly slow. They pick it up and run and have to kind of like
To
wait.
wait for a bit. They've fastened on like a prosthetic caterpillar track to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad
Does one
that's
of
a
us want
step
to do
up.
like a recon?
Well, yeah. How far away is the Darkspire? Like,
Yeah, where are we?
Where are we?
It is visible on the horizon, but still probably several kilometers away. Several
If
miles.
we were to walk, how far would it be? Can I figure that out?
I would
or
say, I
tell me?
mean, at your speed through desert, which is difficult terrain, I would say you're probably walking about 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, okay, so
Give it to-
not a day or anything.
No, not like a full day of walking, as it's visible on the horizon.
composure.
But it is going to take several hours if you walk, or you can turn into a Quetzal again and fly you there in like an hour.
Walking would be a little bit dangerous as well because of monsters and shit.
Yeah.
Flying in, obviously, the way to get into the Darkspire would be flying because dragons.
The Scar Mountain thing,
Stormscar.
not the
Stormscar,
Darkspire.
Stormscar, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
Darkspire was the.
Accidentally go back. Well, you said Darkspire, so I think
Let's go see Richard!
Be clearer with your language.
Quetzal
we blew
Coatlas
them
is
up.
very literal.
Where's Richard?
His
Richard's
GPS.
dead.
I would think
Richard might still be alive.
Richard did?
We killed a lot of his lackeys.
Yeah. And that,
They don't get a
were
kill.
you
He was
still?
on the stairs with us. We killed Richard.
I'm not Richard.
No, she was dressed. She was looking like Richard. Richard was still just downstairs.
He's still alive. You can live a happy life.
But did we escape with Richard? So maybe they think. I don't know.
Nah.
That's their problem.
So then,
Let's go back and find out.
Yeah.
But so yeah, flying in probably not the best
this
idea.
is hard because it's such an unknown. It's the Mountain of Dragons, and we've been invited by Suspicious Owen. He's like, come to the ball, my best friends. By the way, it's a masquerade ball, I think. I don't know. Just come along. And so.
Did Owen give me a sending stone as well? He did, didn't
he
he?
didn't give you a sending stone. He just carved, I suppose, a stone ring as you were walking, and then gave you that and said, "Hold on to that."
I go, hey, Owen.
Nothing happens.
How the f*** did he track us all the way to the Darklands? And the Darklands like a big place.
Yeah. It's almost like he had some sort of tracking device, you could say.
You're right. There's no way of him knowing exactly where we were. Like, what could have possibly been going on that he knew how to find us?
Planted some kind of homing device, tracking device.
But I will say, with a 20 intelligence, you are logical enough to know that if he's given you an object he knows you have, he can potentially use divination spells to work out where you are, like scrying
put
or locate
Apple AirTag.
He's ear tagged us.
And he wasn't even subtle about it. He's like, hey, hold on to this.
He's just got some hot guy magic.
By the way, I love your new ring.
Oh, thank you. It's
So
nice. isn't it?
gorgeous.
It's so good. Owen gave it to me.
So pretty.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
Thanks.
He literally gave you it and said, so that I can find you again if I need to. And then a
how the
pseudo dragon
dragon got to
appeared out of a
us.
tiny podle and found you with a letter. So the chances are.
He's a wily one.
He's like one of those partners that sneakily put an AirTag in their partner's handbag or something.
That's all
But not even that.
tells
He
you
was
that
just,
he's doing
yeah, not that. He was like, hold on to this air tag so I can find you. And you're like, okay. Sneaky, sneaky.
Suspicious Owen. Well, I mean, how bad can it be?
Pretty bad.
How bad can a mountain that's surrounded by perpetual storm and the
How
home of
bad
all
can
dragons,
Stormscar be?
That's what I'm asking.
the home of all ancestral dragons, and
Just
a
staring at this
perpetual storm? How bad?
stormy, scarred mountain with dragons flying around. We're like, looks
This
all right.
is like when the viewers at home are watching and they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
But in the moment,
I say we
get
all
it.
split
I'm
up
like,
and
let's
take
just go.
showers.
The viewers at home are like, listen to the music. The ominous music.
But obviously we have to go there. I'm just saying, like,
Well, there's two
do we
choices.
take precautions? Do we?
Fly or fly for one. That's the only choice we have to make right now.
Correct.
Right. So fly.
So I presume
guess.
the walking plan is walk and then try find a bottom entrance to like wind up in. The fly is just flying. But hey, what's up?
I mean, yeah, we could just fly and then try and land stealthily as well.
True.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
it's
let's do
not like flying
One or
means
the
you have to
other.
land on the mountain. Like you have,
Right? Well, we're flying, so we have to crash right into the palace.
can land before.
Also, if we go to the bottom, we have to climb up the thing inside somehow, possibly.
I mean, we still don't even know, like, is there a citadel there? Is there a castle? Is it just a mountain? Is it full of lava or snakes?
Or both. Lava snakes.
Lava snakes with
Okay.
lasers on their heads.
Let's fly, do a little bit of reconnaissance as we get closer,
Yeah.
and
Maybe the
then
storm
make
will
a
hide
choice
us.
whether or not we fly in or go down and walk up.
Okay.
Yes.
Done. You mark off a wild shape.
No. Have I been meaning to?
Sorry, you've got to use your token to convince all of us to not just walk straight in.
Well, this is my last. Oh no, not really. I can just
You
create.
can take a
one.
half-hour short rest
What's
to get one
the?
back.
It's only probably like mid-morning or something. It's not been long since we.
Yeah, it's probably like noonish.
Oh, okay, great.
Cool. So
you-
I
Let's do it.
turn
Wild
to that
shape.
guy.
And the rest of you continue to. And he flies off.
Yeah, I
The
turn to
rest of
that,
you walk.
lose my mind completely because I'm now a dinosaur, and I just fly off into the distance. That would be quite a funny thing to do for wild shapes if you just completely lost all. You're just like, I'm a bear now.
I'm gonna wild shape into a moth, and then they just forget that they're.
Just start flying towards the sun.
That's the
That's
rest
the
of their
plot
life.
of that Animorphs book where they turn into the ant, I'm pretty sure. Like, you don't want to go too small because you lose your mind. Shout out to Animorphs.
I love Animorphs.
So good.
I saw a meme which was like,
This episode's brought
brought
to
you by Animorphs, the 90s book series.
Hell yeah.
Next episode's going to be brought to you by Goosebumps.
I saw a meme that was like, my life is. I saw a meme that was like, my life is just an Animorphs book, except my posture is getting slowly worse.
Just the person on the front cover, and then just in front of the computer.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, shut up. So you turn into a definite dinosaur, and you fly off towards the mountains.
Stealthily. Carefully.
Give me a stealth roll behind nothing to hide.
Yeah.
As you
Just,
stealthily fly.
The storm.
I was thinking, I was
literal
like,
midair.
I don't know how we stealthily approach as a giant
Rob,
dinosaur flying.
There are
through the air.
literal fast planes that get
Yeah.
stealthily.
And they're not shaped like Quetzalcoatlus with three humanoids
are
riding them.
I cast invisibility on Rasmorn.
12 plus 0.
Cool.
It's 12.
Yeah. It's about as stealthy as you'd expect. You're out in the midair. You fly.
But they can
for-
tell we're doing it carefully, though.
Yeah.
You fly for about half an hour or so. You can definitely tell that you're getting closer. You can see that the mountain is looming, and it is got a huge, very ominous, very dangerous-looking storm that's swirling around it in a clock.
That's another fun thing, is if we fly in, we have to deal with the storm.
I was just about to ask, like, how high is, like, can you fly under that? Like,
The storm seems to completely encompass the entire mountain, except for perhaps the lower foothills on the southeastern side, because there's a somewhat east to west mountain range that would be to the north of it, and there's a somewhat diagonal mountain range to the west of it. So if you were to land on the southeastern side, you'd be a little bit sheltered from the storm, but it would still be
What
quite
kind
a
of
lot.
storm are we talking? Electrical storm?
There's definitely
Hailstorm?
lightning flashes, and you can hear the thunder even from this far away rolling in. There's thunder, lightning, and
very,
water,
very frightening?
and lots of. It's very, very frightening.
Windy?
Galileo. No, not windy actually. It's crazy. Yeah, just
okay.
no wind on this tornado of a storm that's circling this mountain perpetually.
that's odd, Rob. That's very
really
odd.
odd.
This is a
It's a
magical
world of
fantasy
magic.
universe, yeah.
Very odd.
I'll have everybody make a perception check, please.
First roll of the day, what are we doing?
That's a 1, baby.
Nice, that's a 4.
17.
So plus 19.
Okay. 10, 17, 16, and Bryn, what was yours?
4.
4. Cool. Have you got no perception?
Naz,
The helmet's
helmet on.
Plus 0.
Naz, for once, has got out some binoculars and is looking off into the distance.
And I'm a dinosaur. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Well, then.
I can see a storm.
Same.
We're going into a storm.
I also see
What
that.
kind of storm?
Windless.
An electrical storm, but there ain't no wind in there.
wind.
Ain't no wind in there that I can see.
Weird.
What's that? In the distance there.
Let me have a look. Oh God, I don't know, it's some big kind of like storm or something. It looks like a big scar in the sky. It's like some kind of Stormscar.
Has it got wind in it?
Let me have a look. I mean, it's one big storm, but no, I don't think there's no wind in there. I reckon we can fly right on in, Raz.
So you've now seen us playing D&D, and you've seen us playing D&D 5.5. Well, now you can see us playing Daggerhat as well. If you go over to check out our Daggerhat campaign, the links will be below, or you can search Viva la Daggerhat. I'm sure it'll come up. See you there. Back to the game.
I know. It must be a dragon thing.
All of you except for the one in the massive armor with the helmet just like over the eyes.
It's got a slightly off.
Yeah, adjusting the wind from the back of the Wyvern, just kind of blowing it to the side. Everyone except for you notices that you have some company. There is a couple of other flying creatures that have taken notice of you. With your 12 stealth as well, crazy. They rolled so well.
Crazy.
I'm starting to see some other
A couple
creatures.
other creatures have started to take notice, and you can see that
What are
they've
they?
started to fly behind you and a little lower than you. And they're sussing things out. With your 17 and 16, you can tell that they are very draconic in their appearance. But you can tell that they do not have front arms. They just have legs and wings, which would technically, taxonomically, call them wyverns. So as the wyverns are starting to approach, you can probably intuit that they're trying to suss you out with whether they have hostile intent or not.
Luckily, they look super chill.
Hey,
Super chill,
boys!
super chill animals.
Somebody wave.
One of them
ball and chain.
brings up the
Naz puts up his gun, pulls the trigger, and a little white flare comes out.
Thank God.
I surrender immediately.
What the? Oh no. Oh no, they're behind us. There's something behind us. Talia, there's two wyverns following us.
I'm aware.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Raz, I told you we shouldn't be taking the skies. There's dragons in the skies. We should have walked.
They're following us!
Oh God.
Like a couple of lionesses just like coaxing out a honey badger. One of them starts to get a little closer to sort of test the grounds.
I'm like at the back going, what's that noise? Guys?
It's a couple of big wyverns. And then Naz
What's a wyvern? That sounds chill.
That's a
Totally chill.
language.
Well, then don't look backwards.
Okay.
What do we do?
What's
Comedy
your,
beat?
armor
Turn the
class
helmet
as a
back?
Quetzalcoatl? It's an 18, right?
My armor class.
As an 8.
That's a worrying question. Yes, it's an 18.
Okay. One of them takes a sudden swoop downwards, gets a little bit of momentum, like Mario with the winged cap, and brings up, and then the tail comes around from under it, and you see that very, very delightful looking tail that's there for saying hello.
I say no.
It brings its stinger up and hits you right in the belly, but doesn't not break through the magical enchantment of your wild-shaped form.
I told you, Raz, that we should have walked.
And I go, ow!
And with that, I'll have you roll initiative.
Wait, we can't get into a fight outside. They're gonna not let
While
us in.
flying?
While flying as well.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Don't fall off.
I should probably, for that note, I should probably establish how high I
I've
am.
heard a 20 this whole time.
Yeah. 10 feet?
These are weird.
Over the ground.
That's what I meant by stealthy. 18.
18, cool.
24.
24,
23.
23, good.
19.
Good
wow.
initiative, holy shit. 18 was the lowest initiative. Wow. All right, Ben goes last.
Classic.
That makes
I'm like 18. Nailed it.
All right,
Now.
now.
Yeah.
Now.
Here's the problem: is that do we attack them because we're supposed to be going inside?
That's why I'm saying now, because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, we're good.
They have attacked us.
Okay,
We should do a white flag.
I will have anybody who thinks they might know something about wyverns make a nature check, see what you do know about wyverns.
Maybe for my dragonology book.
yeah.
5 me in the
You have advantage because they're dragons and you know everything
Cute.
about dragons.
I don't know that I would.
2. Perfect.
What are we making? A history check.
Depends what sort of information you want to know about them. I said nature, but I would
But
accept
I
history.
will take
and
the
I'll tell you
nature.
19 history.
Nature. 19
And
history.
I got a 5, but then I have plus 10 nature, so 15.
15 on the nature, 19 on history,
23, baby.
23 history.
23. Well, that meant they're both 23. 'cause it's
Which
plus
one
five
would you
in both.
prefer?
There's plus 5 in both, so whatever you want, baby.
I'll go nature.
I don't feel like I would really know that
Then
much.
you don't need to roll.
Okay, great.
All right, so
Sorry, but I just would.
I don't want to get me involved.
Nance woke up with a sinking cap on this morning.
with a 15 nature check, you know that wyverns are technically dragons, but not true dragons. They're dragon kind or dragonkin. They're considered by the true dragons to be a little bit lesser than, but they are still quite formidable. They're decently hard to take down, and they have a very venomous sting that you do not want to get stuck by.
Great.
But you also know that they're not super intelligent. With a 23 nature check, you know that that sting will do significant amount of piercing and poison damage on its own, and it will poison you. So it's harder to fight them once you are poisoned as well. You know that they're very fast flyers, about as fast as the Quetzal is, and you know that they are, let's see, about as intelligent as an ogre. And with your 23 history, you also know that they are not. They're not speakers. They don't know language.
Yeah.
They might be able to understand Draconic, but they certainly don't speak it. And then with your, you did history, didn't you? And you got a 19. With your history check, you know that wyverns are said to come from the same place as the true dragons, i.e. Stormscar in this area, but they were said to have been created more as like a mindless monster version of the dragons, and that they were used somewhat like guard dogs for the dragons. They used them to just patrol the area and take out unwanted prey, weaken them, poison them, and then the dragons can swoop in and scavenge them once they're dead.
Sick.
Like trolls. So yeah, you know that they are seen as sort of lesser than and less sentient than the true dragons. So that's what you know about it going into the fight. Talia, you're up first in initiative. You're riding on the back
They
of...
seem like guard dogs. I don't know if we should be fighting them.
So in terms of movement, before we get into your turns, in terms of movement during the battle, we're considering that you're all moving. The people who are actually flying are moving, and so we're not going to worry about movement unless you actually do want to like jump from one to the other or anything like that. Before we actually get started, in case anybody falls, I do want to establish how high do you think you'd be? Obviously, the lower you are, the less damage you take, but after a certain amount, you're going to die either way, so it would be better to be higher so that you can have more rounds to catch
Yeah, I
somebody
want
who
to
falls.
say low, but we were probably really high, right?
10 feet. 10 feet max. I mean, look at us, we're basically
The
on the
wings of the Quetzalcoatls are hitting the ground with every beat.
We were probably really high.
Like a mile.
It gives us more rounds, as Rob
Mile high
says,
club.
if we start falling to...
mile. That's pretty high.
I don't know, I'm just saying, like, is it...
Because how high are clouds?
It depends, there's a lot of variance.
Answer below in the comments. How high are clouds?
Hey, Mum,
say
how high are clouds?
500 meters. 500 meters?
Okay.
Not quite as tall as the
GPT.
Burj Khalifa?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I know that
Got an idea?
reference now, yeah.
I mean, you might. I can picture the Burj Khalifa. You never see it, never mind.
Yeah, I just...
All right, let's say 500 meters established. Okay, Britt, you're up first. What do you want to do?
Oh no! Look, I'm feeling like I could do two things here, and I'm going to put them to a party vote. So I could use psychic whispers to give some sort of information to them, / confuse them, or say like I don't know, just send a message in some way. Or I could turn Rasmorn invisible. That's all. Or I could attack. But I don't think we want to do that.
Yeah, do with the 23 or whatever it was I got, do I know if as guard dogs there's some way to show friendly intent or to show we're here upon invitation? Or?
23 on a nature specifically, so from a nature bent perspective, I will say that you know that they are, like most dragons, they are respectful of a hierarchy of power. So the stronger ones are kind of like a lot of animals in nature, like chimpanzees and stuff, will usually respect the bigger, stronger one. And likewise, they are evolved or designed to respect the bigger dragons, the true dragons. So yes, there is a way of showing that they are not to attack you by making yourself look like a big powerful dragon.
Can I?
How big are you? Not that big.
Is there any way that I could send?
He is about. Excuse me, sorry. The mini that we printed was a Pteranodon, and we don't have a printer that's capable of doing huge things, but he is roughly about their size.
Okay.
As a Quetzalcoatlus, his size category huge. He's about the size of a giraffe.
Because what I'm thinking
with wings.
is, I could cast Thunderwave from next to your head and make it seem like you're going poof and telling them to, almost like Skyrim style, shouting at them, and you give me a draconic word and we do that.
I mean, I could.
Because they can while they can't speak it, they can understand something like stop, or we give them a dog command, basically.
Oh, I've got command as a spell. It was one of my scary spells.
Yeah, and so we could command. You could
or...
command them in draconic.
Because you don't speak draconic, do you, Britton?
No.
Nor do I.
But I could send the image of Owen being like, "There with me," with Tyrellian.
Yeah.
I could try to send that
that's a
image
good
to
idea.
them, maybe,
I
because there's a
reckon
big scary dragon
Give that a
involved.
punt.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so that's what I'm going to psychic whisper the image of Owen being like, "There with me," and then Tyrellian leaving us alone.
Okay, give me 1 second to just check
If that's
something real
possible.
quick.
Psychic whispers.
Where are you, Owen?
Yeah, Owen.
Prick.
Start whacking the ring again.
Yeah. I think Owen's a dragon.
I suspect you might be right.
No, I'm not. That's it.
Owen, is that
Oh God, they're gonna kill us!
you? Wait. That one's really, really hot.
What do you
What the
mean?
you're looking at a wyvern calling it hot?
I think it's Owen.
Oh my God, not every dragon we come upon is Owen.
Yeah, no, that's Owen.
Oh, I don't think it's Owen.
I got a feeling in my body that it's Owen.
Owen!
Stop it. Owen!
What do you mean by a feeling in your body?
Okay, well, sometimes when you're up late at night
Yeah.
and you're thinking about someone you like,
Yeah.
Naughty Owen.
naughty.
You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others.
That's right. They're
Number of
dumb.
creatures.
You might not be able to.
But if I just
Number of
show,
hours, they can
if I
speak
showed
telepathically,
Tyrellian,
speak
because he's huge,
telepathically.
right? If I show him leaving us alone, just the image of that,
Yeah.
maybe
Because there
they'll.
are some, because they don't
Get
have
it.
language, but
Yeah.
everything has the visual language.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true. That's basically what I'm looking up now. I'm just looking up what the limitations of telepathy is, because I think telepathy, the rules of telepathy as a base, says it only works against creatures that understand language.
Right.
But if it
But
doesn't,
visual language,
Yeah.
you know? So, I mean, what are they, blind?
yes. yeah,
You make the image of a big dragon going.
No, big dragon.
That's what I do.
Are you going to do the thing? What is it going to do?
Yeah, very convincing.
As you can tell, we can now see the top camera, so we've been having loads of fun prior to filming. Loads of fun. Oh, shocked you.
Whoa, 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 hey now.
The game.
Hey now. Shit. Shit is popping off.
Hey guys, did you see this?
Got him.
Got him.
If you're watching with someone else, give them a punch.
Is it below your waist?
Yeah.
It's below their waist.
True,
Mate,
it's not.
You got
It's
to
below
punch.
their
Can I
waist.
get a punch?
It's fine.
Hey guys, just drop your phone down below your waist a second. And watch this. Telepathy is a magical
stand up
ability
on
that
your
allows
desk.
you to communicate. Unless the rules state otherwise, the contacted creature doesn't need to share a language with you.
Yes.
But the contacted creature must be
This
able
was
to
a
understand at
mistake.
least one language. So I will say that
You
rules
said,
as written.
they can understand Draconic.
I said that they might. You
Oh,
weren't
might.
able to tell with your
I can.
23.
I mean, it's the
All
only
right.
thing I'm going to be able to do. So
I
I'll
will.
just do it.
I will say that you can do it in like we did before with you using this ability to sort of try and do reading minds instead. I'll say that you, in lieu of connecting to a number of creatures, you're specifically focusing on one creature. If you, what's your energy die? It's a D8. Or a D10?
Yeah, 1d8.
D8. I'll say then if you get a 4, 5, 6, you can contact one of them and project an image of exactly what you want. If you get a 7, 8, you can contact both of them and project the image.
Nice.
But if you
My
get a 1,
dice have
2,
been
3,
rolling
but
really
if you get a
well.
1, 2, 3,
I love
it
these
doesn't
dice.
You're right.
I
Your,
love them so much,
your
I'm
dice have been going
superstitious.
really
The
fucking
dice
You
are
well.
love them so much you want to buy them?
I do actually love those dice so much. I want to buy them on VLDL.shop.
I love how you're directing it to that camera.
I'm like, because they can see them on that camera, that's why.
Let's maybe do some content in this episode before we start pushing shit.
Okay.
Let's actually do something for the people to watch.
Do you need me to roll my d20 first, or was it just
No,
this one?
just the psionic die to see if you can fit.
4?
All right, 4. So you just managed to eke into this guy's
naughty
visual
today.
memory, his
Yeah.
visual understanding, and you project the image,
The image of Tyrellian sort of taking off from the ground after Owen says they're with me.
and you're telling these guys, Tyrellian says we're with him.
Big bad
Sort of
boy who left us alone. That says a lot.
He respects us.
Okay, yeah, I will say that with that, this guy seems to sort of like bat his wings a little bit, and he's definitely reluctant to proceed further. That is your turn.
Thank God.
They rolled really poorly, so they're going all the way back here. So Naz, you're up.
Now, I could either do Wind Wall, which is that thing that I did as we jumped out of the Dark Spire, and kind of put a wall between us, which
How long is that?
Oh, I think it'd be like 50 feet.
Oh, 50 feet. Oh, they can't fly around that.
Oh, no, it's not intending to have them not fly around it immediately, more just like...
But it will, if he puts it here,
Deterrent.
they will hit into it, and then it'll slow them down.
Yeah,
Make them
it's
think
also,
twice,
it's not
perhaps.
very high either, so they can just go under it. They can go, it's
50 feet long, and I'm like 3 feet.
it's 15 feet high, so yeah, not very super high, but it's not meant to be.
It's like a just a sneaky little deterrent.
Yeah, it's like
you know?
it's something that won't hurt them and go, look how powerful we are.
is
We're
your
like the
choice. What
dragons.
do you do?
Or what I said, Thunderwave, which will out to them, hurt them. It's like getting a dog and giving a little no.
You do know, as I say, from your nature, your very high nature, they are very hardy creatures. Like a single thunder wave's not going to kill them.
Yeah.
So like it would, as you say, be like smacking something on the face and be
Well,
like, hey.
I then ready Thunderwave and I kind of like scooch myself up Rasmond's neck just so it looks like it's coming from his mouth.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready it for when you scream no.
I am a dinosaur.
All right, he's readying it for when Rasmond screams no. Okay, so you're readying it for when it looks like he's turning his mouth to them so that it'll blast out.
But who's actually going to make the noise? Because we actually do need to make the noise. Oh,
you're up.
you're going to command. That's right.
Yeah.
You're up. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
Break
gonna...
time.
Okay, so
Naz is,
I don't know
scooting up
Draconic,
the
is anything.
Quetzal's neck and like shouting this plan to everybody. I'm gonna shoot this thing and you do the thing, and everybody's shouting over the wind. What do you do?
no, we need to. Yeah, what you need to get him to tell us.
You're in the middle of a
What
6-second fight right now.
I only cast
Bryn,
on
what are you
one
doing?
creature though.
Okay, but because I don't know Draconic, I was going to go with trying to frighten this guy. We're using one of my...
We could just do it in common then and just say stop.
Okay, great. Let's give it a go.
That's not going to be as good as saying it in Draconic.
Yep.
Just turn your head back into human. Tell us what it is.
Just welch it back real quick, and then welch it back in again.
Yeah.
Catch everybody as they fall.
I mean,
You are their size. You could literally just roar instead.
I'll do that.
You do your command as a separate thing, basically.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So is that what you're doing? You're casting command?
Yeah, on the one that hasn't been looking like it's been scared away.
Okay.
I can.
I do believe that command does not require them to understand. They have to understand. They don't have to understand your language, I think.
Great.
Double checking that though.
Oh, great.
'cause
And
it's changed in this edition of the game.
What's a one word? I mean, I could just flee. Just
Flea's a good one.
leave us alone.
Speak a one-word command to a creature you can see. Target must succeed in a whiz save or following the command on its next turn. Yep, doesn't have to speak a language or understand it. It's the magic of your intent is what's getting through. So you turn around and shout flee to it.
Yeah.
What spell slot are you using?
As you can tell, we can now see the top camera.
I'll have a strength check from each of you.
And I just take one hand and go flee.
You see flying up towards you something much more monstrous and hideous. It has 5 different heads.
Oh no!
And I'm going to get us down to the ground because I don't like fighting a 5-headed dragon 500 meters into the air.
Hope you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see us playing more D&D, there's links for various different campaigns. If you want to see us playing Daggerheart as well, there's links to those campaigns too. Check them out, and we'll see you in the next one.